You start out with wood and then you switch over to coal.
I see.
It takes a hot fire to get coal to burn. But for just coal burns the best when you're under load because it has a forced draft and gets the air through it, so it burns cleaner. Without a load, then you don't get the draft through.
Alright, so what we got here is a Minneapolis Mini 20. This engine was built back in 1924, so it's almost 100 years old. Right here, there's different ways to drive these engines, but there's a lot of... What? What year was it built? 1924. There's a lot of different ways to... A lot of these engines drive the same way, so right here, this changes your direction of your engine. You push it forward, the engine's going to run backwards. You push it backwards, the engine's going to run forward. This right here is your clutch. So on that wheel, you can see there's two arms that stick out, and on those arms are a piece of wood. You pull this, those arms push those pieces of wood up against the wheel, and this connects it to the engine. And this is what helps the engine actually drive, like, go forward. This right here is your throttle. These engines, they're very touchy. You could just bring it up that much, and you might be running too fast. So one trick we use is we kind of tap these forward or tap them back to try to get the right speed. Right here, if the piston head of the engine gets too much water in it, this allows us to get water out of it when it's pulled back, and then when we push forward, it closes these little openings. If the piston head gets too much water in it, what could happen is the piston head basically could explode off the piston. And that's your basics on how to drive a steam engine. Up there, you do have your steam gauge, and engines have a pop-off, and that's when the emergency relief valve will pop off. This one's 125. That case 110 over there, that's about 150. I know that because I ran that at steam school this year. Right here you have your water level, and if this ever breaks on you, you turn off water first, because water is more dangerous when it's open compared to steam, so you turn off water and then turn off the steam. But this lets us know how much water is in the boiler, and we try to keep it to 3/4 full at most of the time. Our injectors are right over here. With this engine, you turn this wheel, you open this, in this container right here, this is what holds your water. This one right here. Okay. And you turn on the steam. The steam sucks the water into the boiler by creating suction, and that's how we inject water into the boiler when we're running. We also do have a pump on this engine. It's towards the front. It's kind of hard to show it because it's kind of in the parts of the piston and all that. But that's kind of your basics of how to run a steam engine.
one is a 1914.